During processing, the nutritive value of the food changes. Do you know which processes? One such process is fermentation of foods. Let us see how this fermentation helps in changing the nutritive value and other properties of food. Fermentation is a simple process and a culturally old process to improve the quality of foods. The natural fermentation of foods occurs when the environmental conditions permit the interaction between the microorganisms and the food substances. Bacterial and yeast fermentation are the other methods of fermentation. Fermented idli and dosa mixtures, fermented whole wheat flour used for making bhatura and naan, and curd making are very good examples of fermentation by yeast and bacteria. The process of fermentation encourages the growth of specific microorganisms and their metabolic activity in the foods. This is what happens during the fermentation of curd from milk, where the specific bacteria, lactic acid, multiplies and grows. If the curd is observed in the microscope, you can find the crawling bacteria in them. A significant point here to mention is the end products that are produced, that is the acid and alcohol during fermentation, do not allow the pathogenic bacteria to make their way into the food. Fermented foods are more nutritious than their unfermented counterparts. The processing of pulses through fermentation improves their texture, digestibility, and palatability. Indigenous fermentation of green gram dal at 35 degrees centigrade for 18 hours reduces the anti-nutrients like phytates and polyphenols almost to 50%, and this dal can be incorporated in the infant foods. During fermentation, there is production of carbon dioxide and acid-like substances which gives the sour taste to the food, and there is partial degradation of starch and proteins, so they become more digestible. Minerals are released from their bound form, and in the pulses, the toxic substances are removed. In addition, the microorganisms synthesize the complex vitamins like riboflavin, vitamin B12, vitamin C, and decrease the content of oligosaccharides. It reduces the cooking time. A large variety of fermented foods are produced across the world, like the curd, buttermilk using lactic acid bacteria, wines and vinegar produced by bacteria which release acetic acid, beer, rum, whiskey, brandy, and bread which are produced by yeast fermentation, cocoa by yeast along with acetic acid, soy sauce involving fungi, yeast, and bacteria. The common foods are idli, dosa, dokla,